mistakes, but when we try to create excuses, hide, we complicate it. Well, mistakes are made. Just say this happened. Where you are sorry, you say I'm sorry. Done. Because we are here not really to return, not to blackmail, not to implicate. We are here to correct, but we need the truth, but the truth.
You solemnly swear that the evidence that shall be touching the matter before the parliamentary committee on presidential affairs shall be the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. Now you have taken oath, you have signed that document. I really need you, my brother, to speak the truth. And if you said you don't, the beneficiary, Job Lillian.
First of all, Chair, let me first withdraw with the apology. I do seek your apology in this meeting. I'm by the name Lubum Jasper. A Job Lillian is my wife.
A Job Lillian is?
My wife. Your
wife?
Yes.
Thank you. That's the truth I wanted to hear. Because your cousin cannot be your wife, my brother. unless you're committing incest. So thank you, you have said the truth.
It's okay.
Did a job benefit from this program?
She benefited.
How did you put her on the list of beneficiaries? I want you to be honest.
In fact, it is the committee, and it is the design of the committee said that at least one of my relatives should benefit, and they bless it. That's why when the document there.
So the committee said at least one of your relatives?
That's what the committee said.
Okay. So
it wasn't my making.
So the committee was sympathizing with you?
That's the committee.
Okay. That at least one of your relatives should benefit. And you gave your wife's name?
That is what I gave.
Okay, that is what you gave them. Okay. Was your wife there in the meeting?
She wasn't, because that meeting, all the
She did not know she was fit?
She knew.
You told her?
She knew, because I told her later.
Okay, you told her that the committee told you to get a name and you have given her name?
That is what I told her.
Where does your wife stay?
It stays in Bora Bora.
Does she come from the same village?
No.
From the same ward?
No.
From the city?
From the city.
But from a different?
But just from a different ward.
Where is Bora Bora? In west or east?
East.
And where is Ipirawena?
West.
So you picked your wife from the east and took her to benefit from a ward in the west?
But the home is there in Barapua.
No. I am asking you where your wife stays.
Currently is in Bora Bora.
Okay. Well, that is just one. I have other, and I'm happy you are very honest. So under which category does your wife fall?
No. She was an abductee. Yes, she comes from a Chole land, sir.
An abductee?
Yes.
Do you have proof that she is an abductee?
Of course, she does not have the certificate, but that's what I got.
Okay, the bottom line is simple. Number one, she doesn't come from a Piraweno. Number two, she never went through the selection process. You just picked her and put on. Mr. Siso, that is where we now need your Diso to come. Diso to come in and tell us his involvement in this process. Okay? So thank you for that.
But Mr. Siso, were you informed? Did he inform you about this anomaly?
Okay, let's go to the next beneficiary. Do you know a beneficiary called Oleng John?
Oleng John. Oleng John is the committee who brought you.
I want you to be very honest.
Exactly.
Don't cover the committee.
Yes.
Yes, we are here to correct you. Do you know a beneficiary called Oleng John?
Oleng John, the chairperson of LC1, is the one who brought the document, is the one who bring everything. Because in that selection, even the LC1s were involved. I incorporated all the LC1.
So the LC1 brought Oleng John.
Yeah.
Do you know him?
I've saw him only once.
I want you to be honest. Don't carry a cross that does not belong to you. You saw Jesus carry this. So you better carry what is yours. Do you know Len John? I want you to be very honest.
I don't know.
Have you ever seen Len John?
Somebody just showed me on the way, but I cannot say that I know him.
I said, have you ever seen Len John?
In personal, I've never seen him.
Okay, somebody told you what on the way.
In fact, they just showed me that Lengon is the one among the committee. That's what I said. You can even see that I've written that I've not seen anything.
Do you have so where was which cell or village is Len John said to be coming from?
Tegare.
Pardon?
Tegare.
Tegare.
Yes.
Do you know the LC1 of Tegare?
Tegare, I know. Call Irene.
No, the name of the cell.
Tegare.
Say?
Tegare.
Okay. So you know the LC1?
I know the LC1.
And do you think the LC1 knows Olen?
The LC1 rejected even the person. But when the person had already been gone.
So the LC1 rejected?
They say rejected.
Why did the LC1 reject?
The LC1 rejected on accounts of, there are two things, Mr. Chair. One, the LC1 there's somebody in our office. And by then, she wasn't even around. The person who was in office of LC1 is the one who did everything in the responsibility of LC1 person. So, after the system even had gone, even the process had already gone. That's the time when she started claiming, when the thing has already been sent to the ministry. And we could not even now bring it back because even under guidance they said, the one that has gone, they're already within the Laos sub-region. Let it go. That was the guidance that, because they had already passed all the stages.
So that was the reason the LC1 rejected?
The LC1 rejected afterward because...
But can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Olen John stays in Kampala?
I'm not aware, sir.
Are you sure?
I'm not aware.
Do you know Alon Stephen?
I know him.
Who is Alon Stephen?
He was the one acting in that office.
Do you know that Alon Stephen is a nephew?
No.
John?
No, I'm not aware, sir.
And John stays in Kampala. But you can confirm that Alon is the one who brought
I can confirm Alon, because Alon was seated in the office of LC1.
Okay. So if we ask the LC1, will she confirm that this guy is a resident of the area?
She may not confirm.
Do you have the contact of the LC1?
Yes, I have, sir.
Can I have it?
Irene Udu.
Okay. She's still on another line. We are going to ask her a few questions just to help us deal with that. Do you know Oloma Mustafa?
Yes, I know.
Who is Oloma Mustafa?
Oloma Mustafa is the chairperson.
Chairperson of the PDC.
Of the PDC.
Okay. So the chairperson of the PDC brought himself. Another member of the PDC brought the uncle. You, the technical officer of the PDC, brought your wife. Okay? That is how it's going, right? How did Oloma Mustafa end up on the list?
Came on the list. The good part of it, in fact, I was not alone. Those who participated in the meeting are the one who brought the name of Uluma, and they were on ground that Uluma did not get anything for government, including PDM.
But Uluma is the chair of the PDC.
He's the chair.
Okay.
And he's one of the members, the one who proposed the name. I had no objection about it.
Please, gentlemen, have where to sit. Okay. She's Irene?
Yes, it's called Irene.
Apoeba. Man tia lokemego Irene. Man LC1 Anya Ulwoni Ujara Martin Mapembuzi. Atila member me parliament ya ikulu. Ento mani atie kere committee me parliament na Ulwoni presidential affairs committee. Wabiro watie LIRA kani. Watie temo following up of me restocking. Chata munia gochi mkanong ngej mo manwa kipori. Tie darmo mauluo Oleng John. Eno no chente me Restocking. Ininge Oleng John. Inpengeo. Karamani Jokobu ni anjaya ki sel mamegi. Yes, I'm a Penduzi. Yeah, boy, right? Yeah. Yes. So Oleng John Prober dana ya agere isel medical. Bene pengi yoko. Apoya welcome. Beba from. So I have spoken to the LC1. One, she said they have serious issues regarding this program and the PDM, where beneficiaries are smuggled from other areas and imposed on them. On this particular beneficiary, Oleng John, she said this beneficiary was brought from where she does not know. He is not a resident of that cell. They complained but could not be helped, and they did not know where to go. So Oleng John is not a resident of the ward even. Is not from that ward, leave alone the cell. And they have complained about it. You have not helped, no one has helped. So that confirmed. You said Oleng John was brought by Alon Stephen, correct? Okay. Let us go to the next beneficiary. That Mustafa Oloma is the chairperson of PDC as well as LC2 chairperson. Let us go to the next beneficiary. Do you know Oluju Christopher?
Yes, Oluju.
Oluju? Who is Oluju Christopher?
Oluju is the child to LC1.
It's a child to LC1.
That's what I know.
Okay. So you brought your wife, you brought the chairman, and the LC1 brought the son. And the vice chair, anyway, we will move to the next one. Okay? So Oluju was brought by the LC1. Where does Oluju stay?
Oluju, I cannot say that it was brought by LC1 because Oluju, what I got even what the committee told me, that Oluju is living his independent life in his own house. The father has a house in what? In Tekulu.
The father has a house in
In
Tekulu.
Tekulu.
In Piraweno.
The Piraweno, yes.
But does Lulu stay in Piraweno?
That is what I was told, and I
Do you know Lulu stay in Akia?
I know only the chairperson that stays in Akia. That's what I know about him. The chairperson LC1, that chairperson, I know is the one who stays in Akia.
Is Akia in Piraweno?
No, Akia is in City East.
The chairman LC what?
Chairman LC1 of Tekulu.
Is from the east.
He's from the East, and even he has been re-elected.
Listen to me. Listen. Your first statement is important. You say first you say Oludu was brought by the chairman LC1.
Olu? Yes.
No, I'll take your first statement.
That is what I know.
That is what you know.
Mm.
And you say that is the son to the LC1.
That is what I know.
So you have confirmed it. That the LC1 brought his son from another ward, even division, and took to benefit in Piraweno. Now I want us to look at the pattern. The chairman LC2, who is the PDC, put himself. The LC1 himself brought the son, also there. Now again his wife. We are counting the number of beneficiaries. Okay? We are not yet done. We are not yet done. Who is Abe Lilian?
No? In fact, I don't have that name in the name of Abe Lilian. We don't have that name in the name of Abe Lilian.
Who do you have?
We have Abe.
The LC2 brought a daughter. Who is that daughter?
No, there's Abe Modesta, not Abe Lilian.
Who is the daughter to the LC2? Be honest.
The daughter to LC2, I don't know.
The vice chair, the LC2 vice chair.
The name which we have is Abe Modesta.
Okay. Is Abe Modesta not the daughter to the LC2?
It's not the daughter to LC2, sir. But to vice.
To the vice.
That's what I told.
I've taken note here that Abe, actually I wrote wrongly that Abe Lilian is the daughter to vice chair LC2. It's here. I printed it here. Yes. So Abe Modesta is the daughter to the vice chair, right?
That is what I've confirmed.
Pardon?
That is what I've confirmed.
That is what you have confirmed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have you, we have the vice chair, we have the chair, we have the LC1, and then we have another member who's smuggled someone from. Are you seeing the pattern? I can tell you, I can go on and on and on. All right? Let me see. Abe, Uju, Olaine, Ajok. You have confirmed all this correctly the way I put it. This is just one word. Is the Giso around?
Yes, sir.
Is he the gentleman next to you?
Yes.
But it Giso Poeva. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm on the opinion.
Yes.
The Giso or the former winner.
Thank you. We have a few questions for you, sir. Number one, can you confirm that during the selection process you did due diligence?
I was co-opted.
You were co-opted?
Yes.
So you were part of the committee?
Yes, meaning of co-opting, I didn't have much power, but as a member of co-opting, I would play my part.
Okay. I know some. But what was your role in this exercise?
My role in the meeting which we sat in here was to ensure that the one who is getting the money for the restocking, one would be a resident, that's number one, of the area. Two, would even demonstrate that they would keep the animals after buying. In other words, what the meaning is, should have land and should be capable of keeping the animals.
What about the people to be selected? What kind of people were you told should be selected?
The people to be selected would be age from 60 years, that is the elders, that is the first category. The second category, former abductees, former rebels, child aged, female aged, and so forth.
If wrong people are smuggled in, what was your role? If people are unpicked by powerful people, like LC2, like town, what was your role?
Yeah, my role, as I explained, as a co-opted member, I guided them in that meeting. I told them we are supposed, I think if they were even here, they would agree with me, that what we want people who are resident of the area. That's number one. Two.
Okay.
Yes.
And told to bring a name of someone. Whom did you bring? Yes, you were told to also nominate your beneficiary, somebody to benefit.
No.
Are you sure?
Very sure. I did not.
Now, Najen, which name was brought by the Giso?
Giso did not pay that.
Okay. Now, Giso, are you aware that the town agent brought his wife from another ward to benefit from that ward?
I discovered later because in the first submission, there were 14 names. Okay? Then later on, they told me if one person would not qualify, I don't know. After getting PDM, that was another precondition that if you had got the PDM already, that name would be removed. Now, as they were going back, they would go back with the meaning that one I did not go back, I did not see that meeting. So I didn't know. It was not until when we were called now to give the submission of the 13 names only, not 14. That is when that name came.
So if you discovered later, what step did you take?
We were already now submitting it now to come.
But
yes.
Can I have a copy of the letter?
I don't know whether. Yeah, but I.
Can your boss? I said, did you write to your boss?
I briefed him. I did not write.
I said, did you write to him?
I did not, but I briefed him.
Mr. Chams,
During the time when names were now being downloaded in the city hall here.
But even when names are being uploaded, before it is sent to Kampala, the CISO has to do due diligence and can reject.
Yes.
So what are you talking about?
I just briefed him, not writing it in.
You just brief him and you're supposed to put down with every detail. Is he a computer to master all the details of that fraud?
Well, maybe that was the gap, but I briefed him. Maybe it was other areas.
Have you ever written any letter to the CISO in your lifetime?
Yes, the reports, other reports are there.
Why did you not write for this particular report if you have always written for other reports?
I explained, it was that time when I discovered the name was being uploaded.
Well, so you confirm that indeed he brought in this wine?
Later on, yes.
Can you confirm that the LC2 who is the chairman also put himself to be a beneficiary?
Yes.
You can confirm?
Yes.
Can you confirm that the vice chair brought the daughter to be a beneficiary?
Yes.
You can confirm.
Correct.
Can you confirm that it's just too much? And you never, the LC1 brought a son, Oluju, can you confirm?
The LC1 when we asked during that meeting, he said the son is at his home.
And do you know where the LC1 stays?
Yeah, the chairman is not staying there, but he was again elected. And the chairman LC2 again does not stay there. But
the guideline required the CISO to do due diligence and reject people who are put on the list fraudulently.
yes.
And do you know you do that on behalf of the CISO down there in the world?
Yes.
And you refuse to act.
I briefed him, that's what I said. At the time of uploading this, I briefed his
CISO, where are you present?
I can give my explanation. Thank you, Mr. Chair and the member. Regarding this exercise, there is one gap I discovered. The first exercise where the team that was sent on ground to verify, they came up with a list of 14 per ward. And they had their minutes, and the list of those who were chosen were provided and scanned to me. Immediately, these people went for the exercise, the people on ground. We have the PDCs, the GISOs, the coordinator, operational welfare, and the town agents. These were the teams that were to go and verify the intended beneficiaries on the ground.
Give me the details.
Yes, please.
Who and who and who?
The town agent, the PDCs, the GISO, and the coordinator or WC operational welfare.
Who is the coordinator?
It's called
Canon Bay.
So this first exercise went on well. There was teamwork. When it went and they submitted the list of the selected people to the office of the town clerk, and the town clerk directed the town agents who were technical entering these ones in the system to do the same. However, the system rejected some of those because of the details were not matched, maybe national ID number with telephone numbers were not matched technical, which means the number which was selected, shortfall was realized, which means most of these ones you now get that they could not get the required 13 number. So that was where people took advantage and now infiltrated people of their interest to bring in the system. So on my part.
So if I may ask, now the place, did they notify you?
They brought the list to me. I refused to enter. I caused the meeting where the town clerk was there. I did one town agent, one GISO's coordinator, or the GISO was there. They had the meeting before. I told them to come as a team before I verify anybody, let the whole agree that we had the meeting here.
And what happened?
They gave me the names which they had prepared.
And they never came for that meeting?
They were there. They gave me the names which we entered. This team, they all played the same role. So I based on what the team would give us as we entered.
So the team you have said, town agent, PDC, GISO, coordinator, and the retired canon.
Yes.
All of them say this is the right name.
Those are the people I called. I said I cannot enter without them. Yes.
So they gave you these people you
Yes.
are querying?
Yes. The one I verified. Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, allow me to stand. First of all, my name, for those who have just come, my name is Peter Bex Bahak. I'm the Member of Parliament for the North East constituency in the Kabong district, and a member of this committee. I've also been the local council of these people. I was asking for in Bulu yesterday. I think these people should have leaked exams. And the report is well organized, Mr. Cow, and Town Clerk. At least I can know that in this cell, it is this youth, this disability, this abductee, and so on, which was not the case where we came from. I want to thank you for that. I've also tried, Mr. Chairman, to sample a few numbers of those who have been paid. And the numbers are matching, meaning the right people received this money. My only problem is what is glaring now. We have only sampled, Mr. Chairman, only one word. You know, this is just a sample, which may be a representative of the rest. Mr. Chairman, if we had a time we sample another ward in another division, it could be the same. We have a lawyer here, and if the lawyer defines for you what's called habits of office, because we are people who have been entrusted with public office, and we're supposed to serve the community first, not ourselves first. What we have seen in this ward is that the committee served themselves first. And by the way, the whole authority confirmed them. Even the CISO. You said you called for a meeting, and the list you are given is the list you have seen. That's so. The town clerk, for you don't know people here, I'm sure, but the list you are given is the list which was brought by the PDC. And you can see that ward, the members of PDC rewarded themselves. And that is the habits of office. That is corruption. Mr. Chairman, my recommendation is that all the PDC members should be brought to book. All of them. All should be brought to book for corruption. They must be charged for abuse of office. 2, I recommend, Mr. Chairman, that these fellows must refund this money. They must refund the money. They should have remained ordinary, so that the committee, any other committee, should consider them to become beneficiaries. Why would a town agent who's handing salaries per month, paid by government of Uganda for consolidated fund, prioritize his own family, his wife? Is it true that if we went now physically to that ward, Mr. Chairman, we cannot find any other person who requests these services? Is it possible? People are there, but committees decide to prioritize themselves. So, Mr. Chairman, as we move to the next ward, the next cells, we need to have this reprimanded, so that we cannot continue like this. This country is bleeding because of us occupying these offices. Mr. Chairman, I beg to move.
Thank you.
I think what we have just witnessed is very absurd for the people who are supposed to have gotten the money and missed it because of what I may call greed. But I'm worried. I wonder really even whether the people who got the money wrongly used it for the right purpose. Is it possible to get an explanation from the head boy or whatever of the activity for this particular division, that even the people who got it wrongly used it for the right purpose? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much.
The gentleman who read this report was very clear, and he, in his presentation, he read about the categories of people that are supposed to benefit in this program: the elderly, persons with disabilities, the widows, the abductees, and also when we put in humanity in us, these people, the chairpersons, the sons, the daughters, the wives, are replacing these ones that were supposed to benefit in this program. My question, these people that are entitled to benefit in this program, and they are there suffering in those areas, do we have any program for them? Do we think about them? Do we have any love for our sisters and brothers? Are we contributing any goodness to the people? Fellow leaders, we are here to carry the cross like our chair talked about. You cannot benefit before this person suffering benefits. My question, are these people thought about? Is there any plan for them? Do you think about them? Or you're there, your chairpersons are there to benefit, to add on what they have? They include their wives, their children, they enjoy everything. And to my Gishanda, even if you're told to do something but you know that what you're doing is wrong, why should you continue doing it? You have known that the person does not belong to the parish, does not belong to the LOC, it's not a member, you keep on, you just authorize. I don't think we are doing chair. We should do something for our people to benefit in this program. We cannot just allow taxpayers' money to just go like that. That's my...
I see a bigger problem. Number one, the committee decided to compromise the technical person so that he does not make any report against what they are doing. And I believe this has happened everywhere in all the wards in LIRA City. I have a question to the focal person, who is the deputy town clerk, deputy city clerk. Did you cause a meeting at the start with your town agents and brief them on what to be done. That is number one. Number two, we are losing the meaning of equity. Given the example we have got here, the program was designed in such a way that every position, every ward get a unified number of what? Beneficiaries. And that is equity. Now, picking people from other wards, it's already denying. Like what we have sampled here, already 3 people are from outside the ward. Finally, from the presentation, plan activities, the last bullet point. We are planning to cohort all ward residents during beneficiary selection, other than leaving the PDC's committee members to decide in absence of the people they lead. That means the entire process. And that is why I asked the focal person whether indeed he briefed these people. Which means the technical people also went to the field with the mind that we are not going to involve the residents. So in a way also, from the word go, they saw no need of involving the residents, that the committee go and sit. So they went and started to say, okay, how do we go about? Have this, have this, have this, have this. It was a bonanza. You see? So I think also this is where the fault started, that the guideline was not interpreted well. And your interpretation of vulnerability, it became subjective. You see? So it is a bigger problem. And it went down. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Honorable Christine, would you like to say something? Yes, you will. Yes, Honorable Wandera.
Yes. When you go to the 5th bullet on the program implementation challenges, one of the challenges is migrant beneficiaries who are hard to trace. Now, this bullet was brought in to justify the action of picking people from other wards.
From Kampala.
You know, from Kampala and what? You know? And say that it's in the report. When they say you trace this person, they say it was a migrant what? Migrant beneficiary, whom we cannot trace because he migrated. Then my second issue, Chair, is Bwana Siso, did you take any action after finding out the anomalies, or any other authority, the technical officer? I believe before we came, you could have found out that there were some anomalies. Did you take any action? Thank you so much.
And I member of Parliament of Machide East. Honorable Chair, I want to know the responsibility of the focal person, because what process in place to remove ghost beneficiary and ensure only 5 targets group are the beneficiary, the focal person? Because we are moving this under your responsibility under the town clerk, because you are accounting office. 2, Honorable Chair, in this house where we are, they are already approaching this room and we are stopped by the focal. I see the sign. What is the, is it a staff or somebody want to know? Because he was approaching there and the focal made a sign so that let go back. It was black and white dress. I tried to go outside to look at her. Is it your staff or something? But he was approaching up here and we made a sign. and stopped to enter and move away. This is your staff, your secretary. I show you which lady so that the chairman can understand. Because it must be useful. Because when I'm here, I'm seeing everybody with the body language, you know. But the woman was approaching up there behind the RCC. And you made a sign and a turn. Even I tried to go around and look for her, but is your staff or somebody else we need for chair to second the Honorable Peter. This gentleman, the town agent and the PSO, has to make a statement to the SID because we are tired of massaging the people. We are massaging. This is the beneficiary of the common person. This is taxpayers' money, and only the family. The whole family, somebody came from Kampala, away from there and come and be beneficiary for the people of Arua. Is that fair? And the government trusts you and you are paid your salary. So I think it's time this gentleman, the town council agent and the PSO to make a statement with the side. We are tired of massaging people where you go and even they can get a bond. Because you are tired and hand over to the police before we move to Kampala. We are massaging the people. Why are we here? Why are we here? Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Yes, Honorable.
Chair, colleagues, and our guests. My name is Christine Apolodu, Pikumi, and a member of this committee. We had an event yesterday in Parliament that delayed me. So, Chair, thank you for allowing me to participate in yesterday's event. Otherwise, Chair, I'm just going to make brief observations because I've just started the report. The issue of diversion of funds, Mr. Chair, we have a role to play in that connection. We are supposed to make a follow-up and sensitize the beneficiaries thoroughly. Because one of the demands right now is that we are supposed to monitor and report according to the objectives of the what? Of the program. So if this one is happening, we need to fight it. Then, Chair, now when I see the issue of illiteracy that is under challenges, these PDC chairpersons, there are no guidelines guiding the selection of the PDC chairpersons. Because now everything is becoming digital, we need to actually sensitize our communities so that when they are appointing and selecting or electing a chairperson, it should be that person who can be compliant to what is actually required. Now, Chair, I want to make two general observations. Number one, GISOs across the country are becoming a problem. I want to repeat. Across the country, GISOs are becoming a problem and they end up misinforming the DSOs and the CISOs. Actually directly interact with most of these people. Many times they rely on the information given by the PSOs. In my district, there is a PSO, actually Mr. Chairman, even the recently concluded elections, the GISOs got involved in the campaigns and they were saying, I will make sure that you get the animals. I'll make sure that you get the 5 million. I'll make sure. That means that even when the selection comes in, they are going to move on along with that what? Along with that line. So, the CISOs, the DSOs, be careful with the information that you get from the what? From the GISOs. I no longer trust most of them. And they are becoming one of the corrupt citizens. Not aware that they are vulnerable, because according to this Sanja, the RCC, all of us are vulnerable in this case. Protect your job and protect your plate. That's what I can say. Then, Chair, finally, and also I want to let you know that, Chair, they are aware that we are moving across the country over the implementation of government programs. So, CAWs coordinate, RDCs, GISOs, they coordinate. Now, for me, I just wanted a confirmation, when was this money sent? Because I see it is in red, sent. Yes, because it can help us know that it was sent at the right time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
This is home for me. And being home for me feels very bad. This is a sub-region where we suffered a lot of issues rising from the war, the 20 years war. I did mention this yesterday in Gulu, that 20 years down the road, Acholi, Lango and Teso did not move forward. We lagged behind in terms of infrastructure. Our children did not go to school. The stock of cattle got depleted. Chair, the stock numbers in terms of livestock in Lango is below 800,000. Actually, is about also 800,000. It's only Teso with about 1 million plus. Chair, this is a sub-region that has put several requests to the president. In his wisdom, the president has responded, especially targeting the most vulnerable groups. It is very painful, Chair, that the very people that we should be protecting are not protected. I pray that this meeting opens our eyes as people of this sub-region to support government. In Parliament, we struggle because there are 45 million people. 45 million people, but the president decides that let the people of Lango receive this money. I have not seen any government, maybe because I'm young, but I've not seen a government that gives 5 million shillings to a household. Maybe this is one of a kind to help our people come out of poverty. Our people are poor, Chair, as you might know. But if the 8 already is abused, when we go to caucus, it becomes a problem. I pray that we correct this. Chair, I am wondering, Chair, the beneficiary forms is clearly marked. I wonder now, the LC2 who benefited, I wonder who signed on this form. The LC1 who benefited, I now wonder who signed on this form. Chair, I would request that the beneficiaries that you read, Chair, I pray that we be furnished with these forms that have been uploaded in the system so that we understand deeper the mess that has been created. Chair, I also want to conclude by asking our town agents to let me know beneficiary number 24. If the IT could project beneficiary number 24. Sorry, this is page, the last page, sorry, which has,
Last page of the attachment.
which has ponds unpaid.
That is the first page for attachment.
The first page, yes. Ponds unpaid.
It's number 24.
Number 24.
Ampere.
Chair, why I'm asking that, I'm trying to respond to the challenge that
24.
that the agent talks about migrant beneficiaries.
Where is that one?
Is this a wrong?
Are you having a different list than the one we have?
Beg your pardon?
But according to
This is
your
a LIRA camp. Yes. Chair, why I'm asking, I want to appreciate the issue of migrant beneficiary. Do you know ponds unpaid?
It's not from Alira.
He's not from LIRA.
Yes,
Sorry.
we will know.
Sorry.
Thank you. Let's conclude with him.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry for members. I think the if you would please allow me see. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Your name again, sir? Yes, Loam. I think Loam has been very cooperative colleagues. And it's important that when people are cooperative, you treat them with respect. But Loam, before I say what I want to say, I'm told you, the town agent, like you even know your colleagues who put their own people. And the challenge is that sometimes we think we want to protect people when you are not. What can you tell me really? You started.
The best thing on that one, I don't want actually to comment about it because I cannot actually say something which I've not seen because these are different words. People did what they did within their words. So I cannot actually say what I
When we were coming, you guys were having you have your network.
Not sir.
You want me to say? Should I? Will it not shame you?
Sir, I mean I cannot tell any words which was meant on somebody's name here which I don't know what somebody did. Because these are system things of which
I think.
Yeah. Benjamin Odo. You have put there elderly. The next one of where as PWD. We have also gone ahead to call each of those. So there are some people you have called the PWD, yet they are not what? Persons with it.
Okay.
So don't take it as a simple
Can
thing.
you please take your seat? My colleagues have recommended that we hand you over to the police. I think you just have to take your seat. Take your seat. I want to call the next person. You take your sit there.
Come this way.
Please come and sit here. Do you have the town agent for Barugoli? Honorable members, based on your recommendation, we need the following people. We need the following people to interact with you. We are referring them to you. Number one is the town agent Loam. Number two is the PDC chairperson. Number three is the GISO. Number four is the coordinator OWC, the retired colonel. Interact with these people and investigate further how they decided to distribute among themselves without actually in total disregard of the guideline. They just sat and said, town agent, bring yours. He brought his wife. LC2 brought himself. The vice brought a son. LC1 himself
also brought a son.
That is what they did. Bonanza. And then they brought people from other areas. That's total abuse of the procedures. And so the committee would like to hand over these people to you so that you can investigate further and give us factual details. We want to get to the bottom of this matter. So Loam and the others and Giso, you'll have to interact with him in this area before we can move to the next. We are just picking samples, just samples. But I can tell you, Bwana RCC, that this happened in all the wards, where people say, but we also need to get for ourselves. So you find at least 3 people from every ward is attached to either someone powerful or a leader, or they come from elsewhere. So just wait and see the next sample. Then we will stop there.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
Please.
Also update. I want to thank you for this you have just demonstrated right here. We also had similar issues, at least those that were reported to my office, concerns that came. But this one in particular, the concern was not raised to my office, and I'm also getting it today, the details. But we had a case in a place called Adelokok, which is also in City West Division, where the chairperson LC2 again, after benefited, they came and got his bank details, the NIN and whatever. So they went and removed the money on his behalf, the chairman LC2 with his son. So that when the matter came, we arrested them, and they were taken to police, but we made them to refund back the money. The money was given back to the rightful owner. We also had another case in Blue Corner, which was also reported to my office. And the chairperson, again, after the beneficiaries would receive this money, because for them they know before a beneficiary would receive, because they have some bank details. I think they're given some code or something where they get alerted. So they would follow and then get 500,000 from a beneficiary. That one I also got the information. We found the chairperson of the PDC who was working with the askari of LC1 of the area to extort. We also got them, arrested them, and refunded the 500,000 that they were receiving from some beneficiaries. And then in Onitsha Ward, there's a lady called Akelo Stella. When the community reported to me that she's not a member of their community, but she benefited. When we investigated, we involved the police and we...
Excuse me, sir? Oh, you're going with them? Yes. Oh, please go.
We involved the police, we investigated, we found this Akelo Stella here was not a resident of that ward, and then she had already received the 5 million, but we had to get the town agent who smuggled in this person from another place, just like the similar case we're receiving here. So the matter is ready in police, they were already in court, they were already charged and remanded, and the town agent is again appearing in court tomorrow. Another case is a Charles Moses from a town agent from Railways Division here, who replaced two names who were selected by the community and brought in two other people who are not members of the cell of the ward. So that one, the matter is also in court, and the matter is also in court. So far we already have 3 cases that passed through our offices in court, but this one I'm also hearing from here.
Thank you very much. Thank you for RCC for those steps you have taken. It's the
By the name Patrick Okade, town agent, Barogole Ward.
Thank you, town agent. Thank you, sir. We have invited you, and there are some information we want to get from you.
Yes, sir.
If we find that you are not telling us the truth, we are going to subject you to oath. But for now, we cannot assume. Okay?
Yeah.
We have a few questions. Can you confirm that you are the one who spearheaded the implementation of the restocking programs in Barogole Ward?
Yes, sir.
You can confirm. Okay. There are people I would like to understand from you who they are. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And we really appeal to you to be very honest with yourself and tell us the truth, okay?
Yeah.
Who is Achen Gladys Oyena?
Achen Gladys Oyena is a resident of Wigwen Cell.
How was she picked? Be very honest.
Yeah. From the selection of our beneficiaries, we had the committee of the PDC,
But because of the nature of our people in Baragole ward, we incorporated all the LC1s of the cells who help us to critically identify these beneficiaries.
Who brought Achen's name?
The name was brought by the chairperson of the ward, I mean of the cell.
Who is Achen to the chairperson of the cell? Be very honest with us.
According to our investigation as the committee, there was no relationship between Achen and the chairperson of the cell.
Are you sure?
That is according to our findings.
Can I ask the lawyer and the police to subject you to oath, or you can relax and tell us the truth?
That is actually what I know.
Who is the chair of the BDC?
Ms. Honorable Omwamgwe Oscar.
How many names did Omwam bring? Be very honest.
Oscar in that sitting did not bring any name. The names came from the chairpersons of the cells. And not only the specific beneficiaries' names were brought. Names were brought, many, as per the cells. And they debated on each of them. That's why we came out with those beneficiaries as per the cell.
Who is the chairperson LC1 of that cell?
The chairperson LC1, we have 3 cells in Baragwali.
No, I am asking where Achen comes from.
Or Ojok Patrick.
And it's Ojok Patrick who gave you the letter?
The list were brought together.
No, for Achen, I'm asking for Achen.
Yeah.
Can you confirm that you decided that each one of them should bring names? Am I wrong?
It was the decision of the committee that for purpose of transparency, let these names come from each cells. And the person responsible for identifying these names from the cells were the LCs.
So each of the LCs came with their name?
They brought the list and we went through the list. Then we went as far as verifying if really these people are members of those cells.
Did you meet them? Did you meet those people?
At their various households.
Did you meet them?
No, we didn't meet them. Okay, me as the person who did the profiling. There are others that I meet them. Okay, I profile them from their various residents. But there are others that ongoing I don't get them, but the photocopies of their IDs were brought, then we do the profiling.
But how do you profile somebody without knowing them? And you say they're resident of the area?
No, these people, we know them. But for purpose of taking the GPS, made us to go to their homes, so that we do that. But on not getting them, we do the profiling. Odo Michael is a youth, I could say.
Who brought his name?
The name of Odo Michael was brought as a beneficiary under disability.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But you are saying it's a youth.
Can you check Can you check whether on the list Odong is under disability? How old is Odong? And is he disability?
Yeah, it's a disability.
But did you put there as disability?
In my caption, I think I did not capture him as a disability, but in the original list, it was captured as a disabled person.
So if we call Odong, you will find out he's disabled.
Yeah.
Do you know Odong?
Odong, I know him.
He's disabled.
He's a disabled person.
What about Ulubeton? Yeah, under his category. Why did you leave the space for Ucheng, for Gladys, for Achen, and for Kelo Michael Blanc? Under which category did they fall?
What is projected here was the initial finding when we were identifying these beneficiaries. Some of them was the time had not reached them to confirm their status. But in the final report, it is the one that has all their specification.
Colleagues, why I am a gentleman use the same approach like the other. They just agree with the members, go and bring them, go and bring them, go and bring them. They submitted them. You are trying to defend, but the police will dig the truth out of that. Because every member who benefited, including your own relative, will be gone. Should we take it that way? Because if you see, the moment you want to be smart, we will take you to the extreme. This is a simple thing. You are trying to cover up. What?
No, sir. I'm not trying to cover up anything.
Should we hand you over to the police to find out the truth?
Unless the information given to the committee was not according to what as the town agent have worked on.
You gave permission to them to submit names.
It was true, and it was not my own initiative. It was that they know their people better than even them. Even this chairperson FC2 was open and told us that, you see these people, some of them I don't know. The nature of being in the city, there are some people who may even take more than 6 months when I don't know them. But the guideline was saying that whoever has taken in the cell 6 months and above qualifies.
But from your own investigation, how many people from those submitted did you find to not be a resident of that area? You be honest to yourself. You did your verification, you found some people not to be resident there. Why are you lying to yourself? You open up.
No. When I was doing investigation, there were information that could be somebody has transferred from the cell of maybe in a quarters to we're going to take down, something of that nature.
No, I'm meaning from another ward or even from another division.
No, I did not get something of that nature.
Okay. Get all these beneficiaries because each of the people who brought their names brought names of their own people in total disregard of a fair selection. Because, no, they're there.
I think, can you flash back?
Not only one. Even the one I'm asking, Odong Michael is male-headed. You are telling us it's PWD, then you say it's youth, but it's male-headed. Is that part of the category?
Mr. Chair, allow me do some agents did the profiling. We have a cattle restocking system where they would just enter the name of the person, the NIN number, and that NIN number connects with the PDM system, which also speaks direct to LIRA.
So when they enter the person, the whole information comes automatically. But for purposes of improving it, we had now to go ahead and create another column for the category of people.
That's why I appreciate it, because where we've been,
yes,
that column is not there. And
yes,
then we're interested in it.
Yes.
But now, it's a main-headed issue. Is it part of the categories?
That's what I'm coming to. Yes. The categories that we had as priority for selection were female-headed categories, the elder and the rest. There was nothing like male-headed. So it was just a typing error by inside the officer that we must admit, but it is strictly female-headed. Thank you. Yes.
That's true. That is true. That you made a mistake.
Yes.
That is true.
For me, my concentration was because you failed to do your duty by allowing the PDC to say, go and bring yours, go and bring your list, go and bring yours, go and bring yours. People ended up bringing in those who come from their own households. That is not fairness. So we will ask the police to interact with you. We need the police to investigate all these beneficiaries that you submitted, that you actually allowed the members to bring, including the one who is related to you. We will release you, sir. Colleagues? Yes?
Chair, I want to suggest that we'll sing two words anomalies. All the beneficiaries, because we may not be in position to exhaust all the cells, but this is a sample, and this sample speaks a lot in other remaining beneficiaries. So, Chair, if you don't mind, I believe that the RCC and CISO can do a good work, maybe accompanied by police, to thoroughly investigate all these names that have gotten the funding. Thank you.
And then you can get out of the box. You may want to strictly use your staff, and you have seen how your staff have exposed the whole system. They are not bothered, they are concealing information from you. No? They know the town agent has brought his wife, they didn't tell you. The LC one is a member, they didn't tell you. The PDC members have brought their relatives. So even when you are now doing further investigations, I don't trust that you can use them. Maybe use other things and other people now, because they cannot give you the right information. You imagine the RCC is here, he is very small, yet you should be the one feeding the RCC with intelligence. Whatever has been discovered by the chairperson in this committee, the RCC is not aware. He's a representative of the president and the final consumer of all the intelligence. He shares the intelligence committee, and this information you haven't presented to them. We are meeting the ISO director very soon, and we need to raise this matter before the ISO general, the DG. We are meeting him, I think, next week. Yes. We need to raise this matter before the DG. The conduct of the DSOs is becoming impossible. They are becoming economic saboteurs. They are criminals. They are criminals. We shall make our recommendations anyway, but that's what I have to say about them.
Thank you.
Agents, I wanted to find out in the selection criteria, were you guided to involve all the residents, or you had to depend on your
the residents of the ward. So that's why in our initiative we involve the...
So they were just picking. The beneficiary?
No, in the first place, we gave the guidelines of the category of people to be selected. And it was the same procedure that they followed to bring the list of people.
Yeah, I don't know
the members.
Yeah, to do whatever they wanted. So on realizing that there are a lot of gaps, what they are just planning.
They are either collecting money from people to benefit, first give for your name to enter, or you have to give kickback, so that next time this is something that needs to be straightened. Some of them are good, some of them do a good job, but there are those who are really causing problems.
She has been local government, so he knows.
She has been the LC5 chairperson of Kumi district.
So we're in the same boat. I'd like to thank you because of the suggestion which you have put. But one bad problem also, when this thing came, we were not yet in the office. Like for me, I just came in. Yes. I was once in, but then not we heard, but I came back again. So during that time, we were not shown in. The problem were not there. So there was complete no supervision.
Yes.
No supervision. That was that period between January,
actually between March
to May.
Yes.
So it was a very bad period. Like for me, I wanted 2 months in the office. But when we have started already. This one we are talking of, the case already in police. When I see my deputy resident commissioners, the case already in police, they wrote statement, they were arrested. So that was a period when that man was arrested. The chairperson of the PDC we were talking was, he wrote statement. In fact, all of them were what? When police, I don't know how far, because I don't know police, I don't carry police in my vehicle. So I don't know what they have done. But to be sincere, we have started what? We have started the game. And with Barrow, it's very tricky. Barrow is very tricky, it's not open, in fact it's not open like the one I Pirawano. We also tried, but we could not get the real cause. So I was thinking like this.
He's a smart guy.
But here, one thing that makes him not smart, where he makes a statement that I don't carry police in my vehicle, I don't know what they have done. As a political leader, you are supposed to follow each and everything, every case that is reported in police, because you are supposed to have first-hand information.
Madam Honorable, if you go to police and say investigation, what? It's still on. So I don't force investigation, because I'm told by the say the investigation what?
That's understandable.
Yes.
Yes.
So I suggest and I recommend what you have, though it's not my prerogative, that after the selection, the person whom they have selected, if they have selected, like in our case was 13 per ward, we as political wing, together with the security RCC, together with the Gishu, the councillor, we go to that ward. Then we count their name, read their names. That Honorable Ujarama Pempus, do you know him? Honorable Bongo Perino, we don't know him. That's the best. So that the community, the journey is done by what? By the community. Not these people who hide in their offices, they do their selection in the indoors, and they just bring what? No, you see. So I think this was just a beginning. But the next one which is coming, I'm very tough man, very business. All these people know me. I've started it already. This one which is coming, we are going to read those names in a committee baraza.
Thank you.
We call it baraza word by what? Word by word. Then another thing also, we're also having a problem. We're having some wards which are heavily populated, especially the former wards of the former sub-counties. In the temporary, you also have in Guru. The sub-counties. The next sub-county we have brought to us here. For us as cities, we are okay. But those people, like, I can give you a very good example, like a 9. And they has a population of about 10,000. Households about 6,000. So if you select 13 households, it's just like dropping what? In the ocean. So some of these things as member of parliament also, you go and forward to parliament, that the woods is heavily populated. This will also given what? Priority. Because I know for sure in 3-4 years to come, there are some woods here, they'll be over. But how about those one?
Thank you.
Even the same problem with the PDM also. PDM, in fact, even if it goes there for 30 years, all people are not going to be to get that money. So that's my humble submission. Or else, let them open that window of creating more wards and parishes. So that we have more wards and more parishes. Or else, if possible, we create another division in the city because we are given only two divisions. Yeah? And many of those wards we are talking of are in the peri-urban
the rural setting and heavily populated. I submit. Thank you.
The government of Uganda for fulfilling this part of the promise for the people. I want to thank Parliament for the follow-up on the implementation of this program. And I want to thank God because you're already experiencing this. You're able to see where the gap is and you try to throw light on how to correct. One of the things that I said earlier when the team paid a courtesy call was, and it has already been mentioned by the division mayor, I'm worried about my colleagues, the district chairpersons who are coming in, who are not there. At least for me, I was in office. But even then when I'm in office, there is a gap in how central government continues to relate with local government. I don't want to say this because of only this program. I want this improvement done for all programs that come from the center. By law, the executive committee at least should customize the instruction. If instruction comes and goes straight to the office of the town clerk, and that matter is not discussed in the executive committee and goes for implementation, and you expect the district chair or the mayor to start picking up hearing things on running, I think that is not fair. Because the chair doesn't work alone, he works with a committee. There should be a requirement. Every instruction, let ratification be done by the executive. If the council cannot see, at least the executive, so that all of us are held accountable for what is happening. I thought that is coming out very clearly from your own observation. 2, I also asked government to just improve on their system. When this matter first came, I loosely said in public that if I were the one deciding on who should benefit on this program, my formula would be very simple. 1, have you ever benefited from anything from government? When we tick that, you wait. If you ever benefited, if you're a young person, at least you benefited from YLP. If you're a woman, you once benefited from a web. If you have benefited from PDM, any government program, you cannot be at the front again. But here is government working with the same population, changing its own approach every other day. When shall we draw the line? Like even the households. Somebody asked a tricky question. When you say a household, Samatul is my name. By the time this circle reaches 10 years, my son will be having his own home. Will he now be again counted for as a household? When this program started, he was a young person in my house. I mean, so all this now should be properly captured. We should draw a line. If this program is starting from 2026, 25, 26, that is it. Is it captured in our PDMIS, which is their government system? And we continue using that. Just tick the box from the same. But here again, we came out and said, let these people go out in the field, go look for more names, and then provide, when we already have something that was existing. Government should be consistent. If government can build on what it has, the corrections can be easy. This is my submission.
Thank you.
I want to thank you, but for my team, I think I am ashamed. Sorry to say that, because this is not what I expected from LIRA City Council. At least what we set as a pace, this is not what I thought should be coming out of our system. And I know where it's coming from. My town clerk is new. So town clerk, you can imagine the kind of instruction you're going to start getting from us. It may not be very popular, but that is not what should be done. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And the honorable members of your committee, Your Worship, the Mayor, and participants in this meeting, I want to once again thank you for visiting us and also boosting our engagement on the ground as far as this program specifically is concerned, and several other government programs, because you're coming an eye-opener on all other government programs that are within LIRA City and Lango region. We have seen where a lot of holes were punched. We have tried to handle others. As you are already aware, we already have about 4 cases, that 3 are already in court, 1 is still under investigation in police. Now there are new ones where you have issued directives that I personally we'll follow up with the CIDs who are handling it, and we see that it is properly concluded. And we're also making more commitment with CISO to do what it takes to dig deeper, where there could be some more problems that need to be addressed. But as I wind up, I want to appeal that when some of these programs are coming, you also emphasize, especially Office of the Prime Minister, maybe communications are made earlier and also adequately. Let them not wait that they have sent a copy maybe to Chief Administrative Officer or the town clerk. It may not reach the RCC. It is copied to RCC, but you may not see it. Let them generate our contacts, our mail addresses, so that you don't just send one copy to a district. Others will always miss out, completely miss out, so that we are updated. At times we realize along the way that some program is being implemented, but the office of the RCC is not aware. And yet maybe a copy was also given to that effect. So there's that communication gap, not only from the OP, but also from other ministries. As Office of the President, we rarely get copies of some correspondences from the government ministries. A few will always send, but majority do not send. So as chief monitors of government programs, if you're not briefed, if you don't have any information, you get it along the way when some mistakes are already done and you cannot really catch up. So I want to thank you very much, and we pledge our cooperation with your team as long as you're still here.
The next one is going to be chair. And Tuve is going to be chair. A laptop will be chair.
Yeah. Yes, please. But it would be good to follow.
I did not see. I did not get the invitation. I asked colleagues, they said maybe it is this week specific. But I told my focal person yesterday in the evening, let's be there. And if we are needed, we can also be there. But we did get the invitation from
the members of the chapel who were decided from the local government, from the parish, and the PDC, they included all categories. The NRM representative was there, the youth representative was there, the GISO was there at the local government. The GISO was there, the parish chief, and then the women representative. Those are the members who decided from the local government. For us, we only received the list that they identified based on the criteria. We had our slot for money was 2,125 million for that 425 beneficiaries. So out of that, we have spent 2,110 million. As I said earlier, three beneficiaries found that the procedure is being handled. We discovered they had a mismatch in their WEB account. So when we submitted the name, their payment bound. So that is how we arrived at giving at this. So we consulted, the names of those people are available for review down here. Our challenges are there. We made a lot of challenges. We listed them here. There was system shutdown affecting smooth operation of the activity. Sometimes it flagged out and it took us time. But we were very fast in addressing those. Then conflicting guidelines coming from different ministries. For example, Ministry of ICT and Ministry of Local Government and also Office of the Prime Minister. You have to marry all these and agree at the last moment. Then integration of feed means application and restocking system affected correction for those household members who lost their funds. Some people, I think, when they got PDF, because they feel they don't want to pay, they lost their funds. They said their funds were lost. So, but we were guided to use the PPP. And then also, we also say some of them sold their SIM cards. And then system rigidity. It could not allow correction in case of any error. There were rigidity in the system. You try to correct any error you have to first consult the means of ICT for them to correct the error. That was one of the challenges we faced. Then no facilitation. Even coming here, I brought my team. I don't know. I just mobilized our chairman. We are supposed to go. I don't have any facilitation for them. And the district has shortage of local revenue. There was nothing I could do, but I'm happy all of them are here. Thank you very much for accepting to come. Then conflict of interest in the selection by the selection committees, that is PDCs, and the verification committee causing rejection of beneficiaries. This caused difference because the number is very small, only 5 out of the many households in the parish. There was bound to be conflict of interest. And then challenges in procuring animals across in the lake from the district. It was we were concerned the beneficiaries were prohibited from buying animals from like say Nakatongola. We had that. We still have that problem, and as members of parliament, we want to appeal to the presidential directive of animal movement from that side to this side is affecting us. Where our animals, if somebody crosses, because it's just 1 hour crossing to Nakatongola, and animals are many there. So when you buy animals from there, you are not allowed to come to them. You have to follow them. You have to go back to eat something, fruit, ginger, then come back to Soroti, then come back to Amorata. I don't know why that one cannot be corrected. In terms of restocking, and we are running out of stock of animals. That is a very big issue which I feel the members of parliament to address. Then no clear process of tracking beneficiaries, especially after they have acquired the money. To go back and monitor, like I said, there is no money. Even up to now, I've not given my experience. That this is the risk. Go and monitor. Now we say, as a cross-country activity, you can go and see whether these people are buying for animals. So this issue of the resources is very critical. My recommendation: government should consider facilitation to the field team implementing this activity. Then the selection team, PDCs and verification team, to make selection on merit. We also told them make on merit based on the guidelines that are developed. We had in other districts, some people that were given, they pretend to be videos that they are not videos, but they are not happening. Then install a tracking system. OPM should help us install a tracking system for the beneficiaries because their system is already efficient. Then introduce financial literacy before we give money to these people. It is true when we gave money, some people went and bought 3 animals, 1 bull, 2 apes, and because they were expensive, and of course other costs related to treatment, but we couldn't track them. We only told our people give us a profile. It should also be noted that 3 beneficiaries have not benefited, and these are the beneficiaries. There's one in Agriculture sub-county, then Akulu Florence from Abeja sub-county, and Asabu Augustine. Those are the ones whose payments have done. I think this is the report. To me, as a Morata, for the case of a Morata, my team here they can also give a few submissions, but I want to say that the exercise was very smooth. We profile 100% beneficiaries as given to us. Thank you very much.
failed to extract the contacts. But if you look further, there are those that have all the contacts.
I'm looking at the list. This is the list of LIRA. This one up here.
That's what I'm explaining, that there are those without contacts, but the others, the majority down, have contacts. That is per sub-county. Look at them per sub-county.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
Maybe that's an inquiry. Maybe we'll be informed.
This I'm seeing first here. Okay. Madam, pass.
Yes, please.
Achi is a sub-county.
Yes.
And the list here of Achi, the names are not numbered, and there is no person with a single contact attached. Completely. How did you pay this?
Them has a contact, and the contacts are in the system. We only met a challenge because all that we extracted yesterday, but the challenge with some sub-counties, they could not access the system that allows them pick even plus the contacts of this person. But if you look further into that file, there are sub-counties that have plus the contacts. I'm not saying that they don't have contacts. They have the contacts, and if given time, we can avail them.
No, we should make our work simple. We are asking Achi sub-county, the list, no one has a contact. Now when you come to your name's Arrow check sub-county, no contact. Okay? Then there's another list inside here. The list of those benefiting from Restocking in June. You see the names here. And yes, the names are there, the contacts are there, but I don't know which sub-county this one belongs to.
That is, there is no service sub-county. Contacts are there.
This one. Again, it's also the sub-county is missing. Huh?
There is
You come here, come and I show you. Because we need to track this. Since you are putting sub-county by sub-county, we need to show you that this one lacks, this one has, this one just like that. So that we're able to know that in this sub-county, people should have been paid. The payment is through mobile, not so. This is what I'm saying, madam. It's this sub-county. Okay? These are your documents. There's no single what? Contact. You have seen? You have seen? Okay? No single contact. Now when you come to this sub-county, which sub-county is this? There's not name. They have contacts.
Yes.
They have, yes, but which sub-county? No, but it should be on the list.
This is a submission letter.
Yes.
This is a whole complete document, and this is coming from Ghana Salary sub-county.
What if this one is misplaced? Don't you think you need to have this? The way you have done for this. You have seen it?
Yeah, if I'm submitting a document, I put like this is Ghana Salary sub-county.
So you can, okay, let's move to other things. So members, some sub-counties don't have,
Actually,
others
only
have.
3 sub-counties don't have contacts.
And present depending on the different segments that you want. I am of the view, Chair, that you allow Amulata have some few perhaps minutes to generate the reports so that we have complete reports for them. Because now without the beneficiary list, then there is nothing we are looking into apart from the report that is written.
They have a copy.
Yes.
First of all, the number of members that need copies definitely we would have produced, but we were not aware, got this information late in the night, and had to produce. That is why those 3 sub-counties, Achi, Arwo, Chek, and Etam, are the only ones which don't have what? Contacts. But the rest have contacts. Because this thing is system-based, it is that you download from the system, and then you can bring out.
From the system. From contacts, it's system generated. So how come the 3 sub-counties are affected?
It's because I did it this morning, and I'm communicating from people who are far away.
We wanted to handle Amorata because of the distance, but it seems you are not organized. We may have to postpone yours and come last.
Shade
the team from Amolata for doing their best to come. But I think the SAS should not use this as an excuse to say she worked on the document today when this document should be readily available on the system all the time. You cannot tell us that you started preparing for this today and so you must at all time have an up-to-date information that anybody can step in without even informing you and say, I need this, and you produce it. And you produce it. So that's really an excuse because you are the focal person. You need to have this information on your system. What if you were called from OPM and say, we would like to verify this, we need this information. You should just click open from your system and read. Does it mean you don't have this information? You need to still start looking for it? Do you need to get back to the sub-county when the sub-county submitted this to you?
And they are paid already.
And they already paid? I don't think that's an excuse you should use here. I don't think that works, Chief. Yeah.
So we need copies for members to be able to put.
We have engaged, are able to generate this. Yeah. And it is not the PDC that accesses that report. I think they have to produce this.
And you know what happened to Gulu City yesterday? When they realized their document was shabby, they fled to the bank.
Yes.
And they got a printout from the bank.
Exactly.
They fled to the bank and the bank gave them every detail of who has been paid and when. Yes. A bank statement was printed with the entire list.
I think, they produced and gave us evidence. Evidence is already here. Yes, up to the last page. So you do find out from them how were they able to what? To access. Because really, where others have done it, you will not have an excuse. Yeah.
It's the same format across. It's the same format across. So I don't know why you are
so Madam Kao, the list, system generated list. We already know the format. So don't create your own format, and we already know the format and how it should look like. Okay? So 1 hour, it's up to you now because.
I apologize for this now. Me, I got this information at 6 p.m. yesterday.
Doesn't matter, the information is the system. You just click and it is printed, you rush. Okay? So 1 hour, we have to give you a amount of 1 hour and exactly 2. 3 you should be here. All right?
Section chair, do we break for lunch or we have one more?
Okay, so
I'm here in the capacity of CAR, the accounting officer of Opuke District Local Government is Mr. Chuck Moses. We have some commitment. So we were invited by this committee to make a presentation on the cattle restocking program implementation in Opuke District Local Government. Opuke was among the 33 districts which were selected to benefit from the restocking program, and we did all what takes all the processes following the guidelines which was in the restocking program guideline. We were supposed to identify 7 beneficiaries per parish. We have a total of 54 parish, but we were guided to select beneficiaries from 52. Yet what we have, which has been gazetted by the Minister of Local Government, is 54. So we had a gap of 2 wards which were not actually included on the system to benefit from the program. So we were able to select beneficiaries from 52 parishes, 7 beneficiaries per parish or per ward as per the guideline. and a total of 378 beneficiaries were meant to benefit from the program, the Restocking program. So the selection were done by the PDC, minutes were generated, scanned and submitted to the Restocking system, a system developed by Ministry of ICT and National Guidance for Managing the Restocking program. The following priority groups were selected for this phase 1: the elderly and persons with disabilities, widows, widowers and orphans, former rebels and abductees, female aided household, unskilled and unemployed youth as per the guideline. Number of beneficiaries selected, approved, paid, and number of beneficiaries who were not put in the Restocking system as per the deadline in Utuke. 362 were selected across the district out of 378, making a total selection of 95.2%. 305 were paid, amounting to 1.525 billion, and 57 who were selected have not yet been paid up to now. And we have not a detail which is actually in the bank, because majority of our people were paid by yesterday. So 16 were left out due to deadline issue, because during that time, when the deadline clocked, 16 were not yet selected. So 16 were left out due to the deadline issue. Challenges which we have had: we have inadequate ICT skills by the PDC chairperson now in the system, loss of SIM cards by some beneficiaries. Some of these SIM cards, some of them has also been sold off by the telecommunication companies. Lack of facilitation also in the offices of the RDC, DSOS, CAL, LC5, and all the stakeholders involved in the Restocking program. And the recommendation which we have proposed here, there is need to enhance the capacity of the PDCs, because there are a lot of gaps with them, and also looking at the reporting mechanism. So it's a big challenge following up on them. Beneficiaries to swap their SIM cards when it is lost, because sometimes this one is on a case-by-case basis for those who have lost their SIM cards and others. Officers handling the system, those monitoring, to be facilitated, because the program has no facilitation, though we are supposed to do work whether there is money or there is no money. So there's a challenge of facilitation. So the database cleaning for the PDC since selection for LC2 have been done. This should be done by after swearing in of the newly elected chairperson, because we have the new leaders in place, which has been elected recently, the LC1 and the LC2. So there is need for them to be sworn in so that they are held accountable in the process in the next phase of the PDM. So, Madam Chair, this is the brief report. Otherwise, as of the district, we have implemented the Restocking program as per the guideline. As I noted, the challenge, I'm performing the delegated function. I said Carl has been away, so I was delegated this morning. So Carl has not been in office. So, but we shall be able to reproduce more copies if allowed. Committees which selected the beneficiaries. Depending, there are some parishes like, okay, in each parish there were 7 beneficiaries, but there are some parishes which has more than 7 villages. So some villages were left out. So the selection was done by the community members themselves, after reading to them the criteria which is laid down in the guideline. So the criteria was done by the members of the community themselves, basing on the criteria which is in the guideline by the community themselves.
So these 2 parishes, you said you have 54 parishes?
You have 54.
And you got from 52?
52.
So why were the 2 left out?
We had a challenge also with the PDM. Those 2 parishes were gazetted, and the challenge also was in PDM. So as if the data, the parishes which was used for the PDM was the same parishes and wards which was used for again Restocking. So we had a challenge. We had even written to Ministry of Local Government.
Are they gazetted?
Yes, they are gazetted.
So why were they not being selected?
It has been a challenge. When Minister Magenzi was there, we even raised the concern. So we were told that it will be considered in the subsequent years, but up to now, all those 2 words have been suffering.
Have you named them here? Have you named the 2 words, the 2 parishes in the report?
So it's in Okwiwot and Yabuan is not included there.
So why did you?
So it's Okwiwot and Yabuan in Ogwang Town Council.
Because then, when we meet these other ministry officials, we inform them that in Otuke, that there are 2 parishes that are gazetted, but you see the system that rejected these 2 or what? Who guided that is not?
No, since the PDM time, we have been actually writing. The CAO has been writing to the ministry. The CAO has been writing for it to be considered. Because those are policies which is there, which is authentic and is gazetted.
Did you select the people in these 2 parishes?
Yes. Yes.
Did you fill in the system?
It was done.
Did the system reject?
No.
So?
But in the list,
maybe to supplement chair. Maybe to supplement chair.
Yes.
At first, when we got the guideline, it was only talking of 52 parishes. So the process started, and we started getting concerns from 2 wards, yes, in one of the town councils. So we sat in a meeting as GSC, and we brought in technical staff. And we had agreed that since this is a Restocking program is different from PDM, we should have to incorporate those two words to benefit now. So it was actually then, almost when the financial year was ending. That's when we started actually identifying people from those 2 words. But in the guideline which was sent from the ministry, is only talking of 52, not 54. But we sat as district, and we agreed with the DSC that those 2 should be included. Yes.
When you included the benefit?
Yeah.
All this list contains people from the 54 wards.
Yes, because for our district we have 54. If you multiply by 7, it brings you to 378. That's why we are able to have 378. But as he has actually noted, the challenge which we had, due to delays from the PDCs, due to technicalities that they lack those skills, they were not able to fit the 16 people to the system. By the time when the system was closed, 16 were still left out.
And the 16 from the 2 parishes?
No, others are not from scattered.
We take concern that under PDM, the 2 parishes are affected. Yes. So that one is okay. But under this specific exercise, they are not affected.
Yes.
So you cannot see. This is clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how?
It's been the challenge because the control of the as the accounting office, as CAO, the control you are that level of approval as CAO, because the process of generation was at the parish level. But it can be done, it can be disaggregated.
You have seen that also the center.
It can be disaggregated.
Yeah.
And another thing, the chairperson, the leader.
You cannot tell. At the district level, you cannot tell.
Information can tell. Why can't it tell? What you say?
Because the selection, if the selection is done from the village, and it's the village, the community.
But the village knows the name of the chairperson.
Maybe let's ask the DISO.
Yes, sir. Please can you give us?
As somebody who is the eye and the ears of the president of the government, to ensure that if anybody is done in disregard of the deadlines, did it come to your attention, and what did you do?
Regarding that question, you see the challenge with which we have noted, the guideline that talked about the leaders not to benefit. I think that when they were selected, some PDCs were putting, I noted one which I rejected when I was clearing. One of the PDC was actually, when I called, he said, but the guideline is actually not talking about we not to benefit, there is talk of the category to benefit. So when I noted that, I rejected that PDC. It was a LC2 chairperson. So ideally, I believe could be there that the other leaders who have marked their name. Of course, I don't know all of them. As he has noted, the selection was actually done by the PDCs at the parish level. And what we have actually agreed on, because at the beginning when we were actually in the process of actually rolling out the program, we were on pressure. So they were actually submitting the list, not submitting the list to us, but of course we are seeing the names of people uploaded to the system. But we realized those anomalies were there. So what I did, I said I will not actually clear any other person before I see the hard copy of selected people from the parish.
So that was my working document which was guiding me. So it is true, there are some leaders who smuggle their name, but I detected one and I rejected that password.
And you know that after discovering that their names are already there, they brought their sons and wives in this program, such that the government money can benefit one family. All the programs that come to the village, to the parishes, you will end up finding they benefit all of those ones. Because when we put in the batteries here, we call people, you can get surprised. We have found out all these things everywhere we have. I don't know what you're talking about this. Because this is a program that is not going to end today. It is continuing. So if we want
us to
division of the parishes.
Thank you.
Pardon?
And it has been a very big challenge. Because you might find a parish with you have 7 beneficiaries.
You get the point what I'm asking. Yes, I'm getting the picture. I'm getting that. So if there are 15 and the allocation of government is 7, are you sure that every village has tested something? No, because I don't think it is not possible, yes. Because now you let us embrace government programs. Now we have PDM, we have Restocking, and somebody is not getting anything. No.
Declarations in the number of villages.
The number of
villages per parish.
Yeah.
You know, when issues came and people were eager to create families here at the city units, much on balancing the number of villages that should have been per parish and on a phase manner how things should be done. So that
benefits all the people. There is something differential to it. Out of Mapinduzi, we were in the Committee of Public Service, and we used to look at the issue of villages and the back. It means that those people will never benefit like others. I think now my proposal is that, Honorable, the 2 chairs, my proposal is that even as we know that government has or 2K, to create more parishes out of the existing ones, not just the size of the parish. And another thing, those ones, how have you handled those people? Within the 2K here?
Yeah, my experience, we have very parasites in these areas.
Now we talked about every household. But it became clear after.
Before we lose this point, I think for us as a community to pursue this battle, we need you to avail us with information. Number one,
what is happening if in the system it was showing they've been paid and then the actual money hit their phone yesterday, that means the bank has actually been making money, delaying sending the actual money so that they would be doing their own thing, all right? And now they have to do it because they fear that the committee is moving around. So we would love to get those details, and we ask factually and say, look, you showed that money was paid on this. You kept the beneficiaries without the money up to this period. And then we can get so that we can deal with that problem once and for all.
Yeah. And then
we are here as the Committee on Presidential Affairs, doing our oversight role. And today we are in Lao. Yesterday, Monday and yesterday we were in Acholi. Today we are in Lao, up to tomorrow. Then we will proceed to Teso. And the committee is looking at the implementation of the Restocking program, a program that was initiated by His Excellency the President and is being implemented under the guidance of the Office of the Prime Minister. This program was initiated last year as a way to help the people of Acholi, Lao, and Teso who lost their livestock during the period of the war, to recover from that. And the president found it fit to have every household in these 3 sub-regions to have 5 cows given to them, and this is given in monetary terms. It's 5 million shilling per household. So the implementation started last financial year, where government allocated 80 billion shilling to be given to the 3 sub-regions, Teso, Lao, and Acholi. And so we are looking at how the implementation is going on, whether the implementation is going in line with the guidelines that the Office of the Prime Minister issued. We are looking at how the beneficiaries have been selected, whether the beneficiaries have received the money that have been sent, and if there are those who have not received, what could have contributed to that. And I can tell you from Acholi, where we went yesterday and today in Lao, there are a number of irregularities that we have discovered. We haven't finished with Lao. We have handled about 3-4 districts. We will be able to finish maybe with the other districts in the afternoon and evening. We expect to cover all the districts in Lao, but also we are reaching out to beneficiaries, and we are not going to tell you which beneficiary and where, because sometimes when you say we are going to meet beneficiaries in this area, you will find that probably people have been coached on what to say, or those who were expected to have bought animals will even end up hiring animals to show to the committee. So we are doing it very carefully to really ascertain and assess whether this implementation is going on well. Already there are very sad incidents I think needs to be taken very seriously. For example, in Gulu City, we found where leaders and the town agents decided to sit and agree to, pick their own people. The same applies with LIRA City, where we have found, for example, in a ward called Ipiraweno, where the town agent and the PDC members, the Parish Development Committee members, just decided to distribute it among themselves, okay? The town agent got his wife, the LC1 chairman brought his son from another location, the LC2, different. You see gross abuse, and that is unacceptable. This money is supposed to go to the intended beneficiaries. We are not saying the leaders should not benefit, because by end of this program, after 7 or 10 years, when government will have covered all the households would include the household where the leaders come from. But you see, if you are a leader, for you to benefit, you must have gone through the required processes following the guideline. But you cannot use your position and impose yourself, upon the people and benefit. And so we have referred some of the cases to the police for further investigation, and we expect that the investigators will do a good job so that we get to the bottom of the matter. But what we're also trying to do is to make sure that if there are mistakes that were made in the first year of implementation, this financial year government has again put about 100 billion. Now that is more than what was put in the first year of implementation. So we would not want to see the same experiences of the first year of implementation move to the second year of implementation. So the committee is committed to, one, doing its part in as far as oversight is concerned, but also, two, making sure that we learn from these experiences and recommend so that there are better ways of managing this program, and we expect the best out of the program. I can tell you there are people we have talked to, there are beneficiaries who have done well, beneficiaries who have bought cows. Of course, what we are finding out on the ground is that the moment the president came with this idea and the moment government started sending money, people who have cows, who are selling cows, have, the prices have gone high, almost double compared to what used to be. So you find 5 million that should buy 5 is now only able to buy 3. That is again food for thought. We have to go back to the drawing board and say, if we are talking about 5 cows, is 5 million really enough? But for now, the decision is to give 5 million per household. It's not bad if you have bought 3 cows, as long as that can help, because that will really have impact. So that's what we are talking about. Yeah.
So how many people so far have you handed over to police for investigation?
Quite a number. In Acholi, there are quite a number. In Gulu district, we handed over we referred the police to handle Egiso, okay, who decided to bring his brothers from different places and give. We referred another matter, a CDO, who brought people from other districts, and actually we are told he collected money from them. They are not residents of those areas, from another district, from Pade, to benefit in Gulu. We also referred some leaders, and then in Gulu City, and also in Omoro. Okay, so there are cases in Omoro district, there are cases in Gulu district, there are cases in Gulu City, all right? And today here we have referred some cases to the police, especially from, I think, the West Division, right, in Ipiraweno and Barogole. Yes, to be the Barogole, we want the police to look at all the beneficiaries, because we have got allegations. When you get allegations, you don't make conclusion. You allow further investigation to take place. And then there are also other cases coming up this afternoon, okay? And I'll not tell you, but we will handle in the afternoon. So you can wait, and because the moment I talk about it, the people may not come. All right? So we will share with you, okay? Thank you.